catch Henry Penny in all-time goals?
What does Bob Lopez have in common with an ostrich?
Who got Larry Lester?
Answers to all these questions and more this week on UHL Live.
To another episode of UHL Live. I'm Dick Residue, and this is my co-host, Mark Buck.
That's right. This week was filled with more hits than a bong at a Fish concert full of hippies. In a battle for first place in the Pyrock Division, the Alabama Yellowhammers faced off against the red-hot Lowell Bandits, who are on a 3-game winning streak.
The Bandits were the first to strike. Travis Espinosa gets the pass from Connie Bender and scores his first goal of the 2012 season.
The Knightscope takes an untimely penalty, the Bandits capitalize again. Tim Wisniewski hits a streaking Lociola, and he scores.
Not to be outdone, the Yellowhammers' Nate Skurman skates on the ice without a care in the world and flips one past Jake Meekoff.
Emily Gilson makes the most of the power play opportunity, and she slips one by Hottest Stanley. Thus the Bandits are up by 2 once again.
From then on, Coach Trent Walgu tells his players to pour it on.
Emily Gilson hears her coach and gets free on a breakaway and scores. The Bandits take the game 4-1. They now hold a 1.5-game lead on the Yellowhammers.
Division rivals Mexico City and Compton faced off south of the border, and Compton brought their A game.
A game? Ian O'Brien needs a game. He was looking at this puck all the way like some Star Trek fan in Roswell fiending for an alien probe.
Trevor Smith gives the Smog an early 1-0 lead.
Aaron Tabor sashays his way down the ice and slides a revenge goal past the outstretched tentacles of Death Rain.
Back and forth we go as Elias Alvarez spins and gets the pass to rookie Skylar Smith, who scores, giving the Smog the lead once again.
And Tavari Brown brings it down the ice and puts a pimp hand on the puck, knocking Death Rain's oil can off the top of his net.
Then, with less than a minute left in the game, Shayla Phillips takes a stupid tripping penalty, giving the Smog a power play.
And they make the most of the opportunity. Jeff Martin wins the subsequential face-off and leaves it for Erica Hansen. She passes to David Grohaus and he gets the game-winning goal. Mexico City wins 3-2.
Moscow is still looking for their first win.
Why not get it against one of the other bottom teams in the UHL?
Zeke Rodriguez takes a shot, and Laura Muir is unable to corral it. Zeke sees his opportunity, gets his own rebound, and puts the puck past the flailing Muir.
Paris, not wanting to fall to the worst team in the league, had Sean Hernia.
Hernia? That is a horrible name.
Yeah, nobody knows his real name, but we do know is that in college he had a hernia and got jacked for a box full of comics.
Okay. Anyways, Hernia ties the game at 1.
That lead won't last as Abby Summer takes the whole Paris defense on and makes Laura Muir wear clown shoes.
Moscow gets their first win, downing Paris 2-1.
We move to the land of Easy E, where Kanuba went to face off against the only remaining winless team, the Compton Assassins.
To be fair, they do have a couple of ties.
But they still ain't won yet. That's what my grandpapa says. You can't win unless you shoot beavers with a pellet gun.
Just look at the way they were hitting.
Blazam!
That hit would knock Kenji Dubois out for quite some time. The doctors say 9 weeks with a fractured hip.
They still won't miss her, and they still win. Phoenix was looking to stay undefeated against the Saskatoon Squatch, but they would be a man down as earlier in the day they lost team captain Henry Pena to injury. During their game against Paris, rookie Brooke Daly took a wicked slap shot and shattered Pena's arm. Pena will be out for 4 weeks. That has to hurt.
So that takes us to Saskatoon, where Holly Young is able to slip a goal past the leaderless Yaks.
Then, Squatch defender Michelle Vondiziano takes a shot from the point and scores on the shield as Jeff Kaminsky, putting the Yaks in a 2-0 deficit.
The Yaks, however, would show why they're favored to win the Galvin World Cup this season. Becky Farley takes the puck out of the zone and passes to Kendra Schuck, who gets it back to Farley, who passes to Mike Bodenner, who hits a streaky Allison Kalia. Kalia could have shot it here, but she holds, waiting for Farley with better position. She makes the perfect pass and Farley scores!
And with 4 minutes left, James Kalia gets a great look at the goal, fires, and stoned like a hippie on April 20 by Aaron the Chef Jeffers.
With under a minute remaining, the Yaks set up a play. Anderson to Nightstick, back to Anderson, who skates behind the goal and passes to Leonard. Leonard, seeing no lane, passes to Daly at the point. She winds up and blisters a shot that is turned away by Jeffers.
Then, under 40 seconds, Nightstick once again passes the puck to the point, and the defender takes the shot and ricochets off a Saskatoon player right to Anderson. And at point-blank range takes a shot, but Jeffers is there to close the door.
Under 10 seconds, and the Yaks have the puck. James to Nysick to Daly, who shoots. Once again, a Squatch defender gets in the way, but Lisa Payne is there for the rebound. She shoots, and Jeffers puts her pad down to block the shot. Kalia gets the rebound and takes a last-second shot, only to be blocked by his own player. Saskatoon wins and gives Phoenix their first loss of the season. The Reapers would travel to New York to face the Squirrels.
The Reapers are trying to get their groove back like Stella.
They do, and quickly. Off the very first face-off, Bullerman gets the puck to Steve Lambert, who gets it to Ahmad Al-Amin, who is shadowed by Sarah Jennings. Does it bother him?
No, he scores.
Then he does it again by skating by Sarah Alvarez and putting the puck past Martin Booker.
Ahmad isn't the only one on the Reaper squad that can score. Becky Mosley was fresh off an injury, plays a little give and go with Tony Scheckman, and she scores, giving the Reapers a 3-goal lead.
I heard Larry Lester was in the building.
Then Sarah Danielski gets free of the defense, looking for the Larry Lester in goal, but not. She is tripped up on the play. But Sarah Alvarez is called for tripping, and we will have a penalty shot.
Danielski is ready to tape New York buns together as she approaches and is turned away by Martin Booker.
Put the duct tape away for the time being.
Not so fast. Early in the third, Ahmad Al-Amin gets free and sets up from the sweet spot and blows one by Booker, giving him the hat trick and...
What just happened?
I taped Larry Lester's buns together.
This also puts him only 1 goal behind Henry Pena on the career goals scored list.
It's kind of like the home run race between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire, only with double the nuts and half the roids. With Nagasaki losing early and Kuniba winning, this game would decide the leader of the Thompson division.
Early in the game, Aaron Teeters goes after Amanda Wong, laying on her back hard. The Roos would then come together and the Bull brothers devise a plan.
Captain Jesse Van Dam would dig the puck out from between Ryan Higgins' sweaty thighs and score like a gynecologist having a day free of yeast infections.
Then the Bull brothers' plan comes together when Lightning Bolt, known for his dirty play, clotheslines last year's Rookie of the Year, Aaron Teeters. Teeters crashes the ice and appears to be knocked out. He would be taken to the locker room and the doctors would say he'll miss 4.5 weeks with a fractured skull.
The hard hits would continue as Lightning Bolt strikes, Sarah Vandalise knocking her to the ice. This leads to a breakaway, where Jesse Van Dam is able to get the puck free and score on Ryan Hagan again.
Vanderleest would get revenge as she scores on her tormentor.
But she would pay the price like Daddy Warbucks trying to buy an Eddie Murphy transvestite hooker.
Yes, Thunderbolt lays her out, but now the score is 2-1.
Then Kuniba starts to pull away in the second period when Big Tight scores.
Next, Amanda Wong gets into the action with a goal past Hagan.
Why didn't they just pull Hagan to spare him the embarrassment?
Rookies have to learn somehow.
Matt DeYoung would try to make it respectable, but it was too little too late, and for the first time in ages, Kuniba sits atop the Thompson division.
Camel Island was looking to avoid 2 losses in a row as they traveled to Philadelphia. Early on, Backfire takes the puck around the back of the net and then shoots. Donald Brandon blocks the shot but cannot contain it and loses it. In his scramble, he kicks the puck in his own net.
In the second period, Josh Marco skates down the ice and passes to his good friend Carter Johnson, who scores.
Baller!
Still in the second after a face-off win, the puck ends up in the hands of Frank Breen.
Franks and Beans!
Oh yeah.
He shoots, and Dave Alvarez tries for the deflection, but misses. Angela Lark scoops up the puck, only have it stolen by Alvarez.
Even like Winona Ryder in a candy shop at Chinchilla Coats.
Alvarez turns and scores, giving the Blunts a 3-0 lead. Early in the third, the Blunts win another face-off and get the puck to Carter Johnson. Johnson returns the favor to Marco, who takes the one-timer and scores.
The frustration level with the cameras was hotter than a hillbilly hog in heat.
Justin Malone would be ejected from the game for boarding. Maybe he's going into the locker room to get ready for his buns to be taped together.
That is dangerous. Kurt DeBlamick was lucky he wasn't injured.
The Camels avoid a Larry Lester as Melissa Muriel scores the 5th goal for the Bloods.
Omar Watson, usually a level-headed player, let his emotions get the best of him as he too would be ejected for boarding, and the Blunts get their second win in a row as Adams posts 2 shutouts in a row as well.
Now we come to a new segment we like to call
Hits of the Week. Up next, we got an interview with Bob Lopez. He won 2 championships in 1992 and 1993 with the BBC City Reapers. And let me tell you this, what he got in common with an ostrich is 2 championship rings. Like they got 2 legs and 2 wings and 2 eyes and 2 balls. Do ostriches got balls?
Our guest this week is potential all-star goalie Bob Lopez. So, Bob, you're the first to win 2 Galveston Cups ever. How did it feel?
You know, Dick, the first time, it was exciting. I was ecstatic. Second time, been there, done that.
What? Did you want to go for a third?
I already tasted the sweet nectar of victory. Now, I wanted to sip from the toilet of utter defeat.
Most people try to do it the opposite way.
Well, you're talking to Bob Lopez. Remember that.
Okay. I know that right here. Well, that doesn't make any sense. In 1995, you were goalie of the year.
That was a personal goal.
So, is that why you denied the contract extension?
Absolutely! You think I give a shit about those vodka-drinking, potato-growing Russian bastards?
Oh, those Larsons are watching the show. All right. So you retired in 2000. What the hell have you been doing since?
Well, you know, I've been sticking to my 3 F's.
What are those?
40s, fat asses, and flying kites.
Wow, that sounds like a wonderful day.
It is. Try it. Doing it for the past 20 years.
Hasn't it only been 12?
20, 12. When you're drinking 40s, time doesn't matter.
Well, speaking of something that matters, look at that nice bling you got in your hand. Can I see it?
Sure can.
Wow.
Careful. You might go blind.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time away from kite flying.
Yeah, it was a windy day, too.
Well, I still appreciate you. It's nice meeting you.
I love you, Dick.
I've always been a big fan.
Thank you.
Take care. I will.
That was as compelling as me at a strip club with a $1 bill attached to a string.
I know.
Makes it last longer.
Well, another show on the books. For Dick Residue, this is Mark Buck. Have a good night.
See you next week.
Bong hits.